गोलमाल है भाई, सब गोलमाल है. If you invested during the Paytm IPO or even a few months after that, तब मैं पक्का श्योर हूं ये गाना ना आपके दिमाग में बज रहा ही होगा. नमस्कार, सत श्री अकाल, आदाब. Welcome back, guys. So today's video is to understand Paytm's revenue structure, what are its different types of products, what are its growth plans, and इसके बाद भी अगर बच बचा के अगर कुछ समझ में आया तो देखेंगे, बिजनेस मॉडल भी डिस्कस कर सकते हैं, तो वहां से वो भी कर लेंगे. Now, Paytm is the dream child of Vijay Shekhar Sharma, founded in 2009 as a prepaid payment service allowing users to top up their mobile data and shop using bank accounts and debit cards. Now, where did the idea of Paytm come about? 197 Communications, which is the parent company of Paytm, started as a value-added services company on mobiles and SMSs. Ringtones, jokes, news, SMS alerts, cricket alerts are some of the services offered. By 2009 to 2010, 3G services were the buzz, and it led to the culminations of a product now known as Paytm. तो 3G के टाइम पे ही ना विजय शेखर शर्मा को ये बात रियलाइज हुई कि जो है ना यहाँ पे एक प्रोडक्ट बिल्ड किया जा सकता है जो कि जो है मोबाइल सर्विसेज पे ही जो है ना पूरी आपको बैंकिंग की जो है स्ट्रक्चर प्रोवाइड करा जाए, और वहां से जो है ना Paytm एज अ प्रोडक्ट जो है बना. इन 2013 Paytm received RBI license for semi-closed wallet, which allowed it to focus on merchant networks. And यहां से इसकी शुरुआत करने के लिए ना हमें जाना होगा 2014 में. What happened in 2014 was RBI made it mandatory for all online transactions to have 2FA security, which is टू फैक्टर ऑथेंटिकेशन, जिससे जो है आपके मोबाइल पे एक ओटीपी पासवर्ड आता है. उस ओटीपी पासवर्ड के थ्रू जब रिसीव होगा तभी आपकी जो ऑनलाइन ट्रांजैक्शन है वो अप्रूव होगी. जो भी किसी भी तरह के जो है ना मर्चेंट को पैसे दे रहे हैं चाहे ऑनलाइन. उस वजह से क्या हुआ, बहुत सारी ऑनलाइन टैक्सी हेलिंग सर्विसेज जैसे मेरू कैब्स एंड उबर, इवन इन दैट टाइम इन 2014 जब वो इंडिया में इतना प्रेवलेंट नहीं था, इनको बहुत ज्यादा दिक्कत आने लगी. तो यहां पे इस प्रॉब्लम को सॉल्व करने के लिए Paytm ने पार्टनरशिप करी उबर के साथ. दिस पार्टनरशिप विद उबर गेव अ बिग boost to Paytm and made it mainstream in all the urban households. By 2015, Paytm launched a P2P transfer service between wallets of two Paytm customers for absolutely free of charge. And slowly जो है इसी के चलते they started getting into the domain of hotel bookings. उसके बाद उन्होंने शुरू करा IRCTC के थ्रू जो है ऑन ट्रेन बुकिंग हुए, जिसके थ्रू उन्हें ढेर सारे जो है ना टीयर 2 और टीयर 3 बिजनेस सिटीज के अंदर भी इनकी प्रेजेंस बढ़ने लगी. 2016 में IRCTC की बुकिंग इन्होंने शुरू करी, जहां से लोकली ट्रैवलिंग कस्टमर्स की वजह से इनको एक अपवर्ड बूस्ट मिला इनकी ग्रोथ में. Paytm's goal was to become a super app, which is a similar concept in China done by Alibaba and WeChat. Now, what was Paytm trying to do? Paytm was essentially trying to use its wallet as a hook to build a complete payment ecosystem around it, to try and bring upon a complete fintech revolution in India. Demonetization. अच्छा, थोड़ा ज्यादा ड्रामेटिक इफेक्ट हो गया, आई एम सॉरी, बट हाँ, डीमोनेटाइजेशन हुआ 2016 में. बेसिकली लोगों की जेब में पैसा नहीं था और जिनके बैंक में पैसे थे उनके एटीएम में पैसे नहीं थे. तो यहां पे जो है Paytm को मिला उसका सितारा पीएम मोदी के नाम पे. Paytm को आया मजा. दे क्रिएटेड अ फ्रंट पेज एड थैंकिंग पीएम मोदी फॉर doing the demonetization and creating a wave of digital money lending structure in India, basically यहाँ पे. And because of this, Paytm claimed a record of 5 million transactions a day on 12th and 13th November. After that, all this marketing, sponsoring the Indian cricket team, making the Paytm Karo slogan nationally known across India. Paytm की जो है मजबूत बना दी थी, एक पूरी जकड़ बन चुकी थी कि जहां पे बोले कि Paytm ने जो है ना पूरा इंडियन हाउस होल्ड को ग्रैब कर लिया था. तो पेटीएम की ट्रैजेक्टरी बहुत अच्छी थी. विजय शेखर शर्मा वॉज ऑन द 7th स्टार, was on the 9th star as a matter of fact, और वहां से उसकी ग्रोथ चल रही थी. Then in 2017 Paytm launched its payments bank, announcing it to their customers with Paytm wallets that now they will be able to make all the transactions from the payments bank. And in 2017 itself, Paytm became India's first app to get a user base of 100 million users. And soon after that, Paytm integrated with the Bheem UPI to allow it to actually integrate with the entire UPI interface, जहां से उनको जो है एक और आगे का एक बूस्ट मिले उनकी ग्रोथ में, और वो उस टेक्नोलॉजी को यूज करके वो आगे बढ़ सके. Sometime later in 2017 itself only, Paytm Mall was launched as a standalone app and entity. What was Paytm Mall? Paytm Mall was basically a combination of its e-commerce arm and the concept of mall or local bazaar for the Indian customers. By June 2019, Paytm launched its casual gaming version called Paytm First Games. It got to 30 million users and clocked a revenue of about 20 crores in GMV, which is the gross merchandise volume, with more than 300 games and quizzes for Indian gaming enthusiasts. Their speed of execution and the grandiosity of vision led to Berkshire Hathaway investing in Paytm, and this was Berkshire Hathaway's first ever Indian investment by the holdings mammoth. But there was one problem with their whole structure. They were diversifying more than ever because its core business model was still not in sight. This created a massive burn rate for the company. From fiscal year 2017 to FY19, Paytm's revenue grew 4.3 times to 3,391 crores, whereas in the same time period, their losses grew 4.5 times from 879 crores to 3,954 crores. So essentially, even right now, when it applied for IPO, it was still a net loss-making company. Paytm Mall had a lot of issues in its structural entity because of weak supply chain management, and therefore its growth had started to become stagnated. Paytm First Games was facing competition from Dream 11 and MPL, Mobile Premier League, where Paytm First Games had only 28 million users, but their competition was far ahead. Both of these verticals where Paytm invested so heavily turned out to be cash losers. In their IPO prospect, Paytm specifically targeted credit and wealth management services as key offerings for their IPO prospectus as key strategic areas for Paytm's growth. Paytm Money, launched in 2018, was essentially an investment building product for Indian consumers by offering them mutual fund insurance products at zero fees and zero commissions. And Paytm closed their fiscal year of 2021 with 8 crores in revenue and 1.5 million registered users. Even in 2020 and 2021, Paytm was still searching for their core business model. The company may have had their PMF, but making money seemed really difficult for the company. Paytm Money had intense competition from Grow and Zerodha, who were already market leaders in the company. Reason being, Zerodha and Grow are completely focused on investments, and people want their money to be handled by specialists. Even UPI was a trend that Paytm failed to cash in on, and PhonePe and Google Pay had become market leaders, with Paytm's UPI structure coming in third in all these UPI based transactions. However, Paytm Gold is a different story. 75 million customers buying gold on that app. Seems like Paytm Gold did something right and struck actual gold. But with all the competition that Paytm was facing, what emerged was that Paytm was slowly and steadily becoming an efficient business. Paytm right now is a market leader in P2M transactions, which are peer-to-merchant transactions, whereas P2B transactions are completely won over by PhonePe and Google Pay in that category. And Paytm has only 11% of the market share. Let's take a look at some of the value drivers for Paytm. Now, these are some of the structures in which Paytm has a revenue structure in जहां से उन्हें पैसा मिलता है. तो Paytm मैं clarify कर दूं. Paytm is basically a B2B and a B2C company. Paytm for consumer payments, P2P and P2M payments and transactions, commerce, bookings, IRCTC, Book My Show, Paytm Mall, financial services, credit cards, investment products, insurance, etc. Paytm for businesses, उसको भी एक बार बता देता हूँ. Business payments, so POS, point of sale transactions, business खाता, जो खाता बुक का स्ट्रक्चर है, they are also competing in that category. Financial services for business, Paytm Gold, Paytm Money for businesses. So वहां पे भी ये लोग लोन देते हैं. They also provide different types of all these services. Then developer services, जहां पे I believe that Paytm has a chance to actually make their mark. So they have something called PAI, which is Paytm AI मजाक में. Basically it's a fraud management system, जहां पे I believe that there is a lot of potential for Paytm to grow in. Now let me tell you what Vijay Shekhar Sharma said about its business model. Paytm acquires a customer for A, and then A makes some money, while more money is made on derivative of B, C, D. And then there is an opportunity of E, F, G. It is an A to G business model which is complex to be understood. तो कुछ समझ आया आपको? मैं सच बताऊं, मुझे समझ में तो आया, बट आई फील ये ना काफी ज्यादा अनरीजनेबल है कि आप ये चीज एक्सपेक्ट करते हो कि एक रिटेल इन्वेस्टर को समझ में आए और वो आपके बिजनेस में इन्वेस्ट करे. सो इतना कॉम्प्लेक्स बिजनेस मॉडल को जो है ना समझने के लिए अगर कोई रिटेल इन्वेस्टर आपका बिजनेस में पैसा डालेगा, ऑब्वियसली दे आर नॉट गोइंग टू ट्रस्ट योर बिजनेस. और उसी को सिंप्लीफाई करने के लिए आई थिंक there needs to be a lot of work that needs to be done. Paytm's long-term revenue growth and increase in GMV, which is the gross merchant volume, are dependent on its ability to retain and acquire new merchants on its platform. So right now Paytm ने ये बताया है कि जो है ना Paytm का इस टाइम कोर गोल है is to acquire businesses, ताकि वो B2B साइड ऑफ थिंग्स के ऊपर ज्यादा फोकस करें और वो उसी एंड पे ज्यादा फोकस कर रहे हैं, मर्चेंट नेटवर्क्स पे फोकस कर रहे हैं, ज्यादा से ज्यादा बिजनेसेस जो है ना पेटीएम को यूज करें. वहां पे उन्होंने अपना कंप्लीट शिफ्ट कर दिया फोकस पोस्ट आईपीओ. ये एक इंटरव्यू में विजय शेखर शर्मा ने खुद बोला था. सो व्हाट आर दे डूइंग राइट नाउ? दे आर डूइंग दैट बाय ऑफरिंग बिजनेसेस a full suite of payment services, tech solutions to grow their businesses. Now Paytm का goal to become a super app completely backfired on itself. जो कहते हैं ना, when you try to be everything for everyone, you end up becoming nothing to anyone. Their diversification with lack of focus in any vertical led to major losses in revenue before IPO and after IPO. They may be making money, but because of a difficult business model, retail investors are staying away. तो ये थी वीडियो पेटीएम की हिस्ट्री, उनके डिफरेंट सेट ऑफ प्रोडक्ट्स और उनकी ऑफरिंग्स के ऊपर, उनका क्या ग्रोथ प्लान है फॉर द फ्यूचर, और जो बाकी कुछ बचा कुचा है उनका बिजनेस मॉडल. दैट्स इट फॉर दिस वीडियो. आई होप आप लोगों को ये वीडियो अच्छी लगी होगी. मैंने बहुत सारी जो है डिफरेंट वेबसाइट्स, डिफरेंट डेटा पॉइंट्स इकट्ठे करे इस वीडियो को बनाने के लिए, और उसी चीज को जो है ना थैंक यू करते हुए एक लाइक, ताकि YouTube एल्गोरिथम को पता लगे दैट द कंटेंट इज एक्चुअली मेकिंग सेंस टू यू, एंड सब्सक्राइब ताकि मेरे को आइडिया मिलता रहे कि जो है ना मैं किस तरह का कंटेंट इस चैनल पे डालता रहूं. आई विल सी यू फॉर द नेक्स्ट टाइम. थैंक यू. बाय बाय.